Hey everybody, it's Tallara and welcome back to our playthrough of The War Within. On our last episode, we fought our way up through the Nerubians. That's right, we hit them from the backside as they were trying to come up into Hallowfall. We made a good dent and stopped their progress, and in doing so, actually returned to Mereldar for the first time since our ship crashed down in the depths of Nerubian territory. While we're up this way, we do have a couple of quests that I didn't manage to do before we headed into the next zone, so I think we're going to take care of those today. The first quest is this one right here that seems super interesting to me. It's called The Last Mage. Let's remind ourselves of what the quest was about. We were asked to check in on someone. He's a mage, the only one of us who is. All the others died in the crash. He's trying to make a portal to the Empire so we can get reinforcements and have a way to and from home. We all know it's a lost cause, but he still hasn't given up. Maybe meeting a seasoned traveler like you will give him the reality check he needs. Check in on him, will you? So that is so interesting. Out of all of the soldiers down here, there's only one mage that survived the foray into Hallowfall. And we're gonna go meet him and see if we can't help him out. He's apparently doing something very important, trying to make a portal out of here. Although it's been 10-20 years and he's had no luck. Whoa! They actually teleported? Finally, a breakthrough! This must be the mage we've been looking for. Wenrin Althal. Looks to be an elf. Our people are dying. There's no question we need supplies and reinforcements, desperately. If I don't open us a portal home, who will? If only I had learned before we left home. So there are no other mages in the Hallowfall Arathi? Sadly, I'm the only mage left of the Hallowfall expedition. Some conjurers of the Priory toy with the arcane, but none truly wield it. I was a mere apprentice when we set out over a decade ago. My masters were core to the mission. They were to set up portals back home whenever we arrived at our destination. That way, we'd have a steady flow of supplies and reinforcements. It was a stroke of darkest luck that every single one died in the crash. And I never learned how to make a portal home while I had the chance. So why can't you make a portal? To tell the truth, I've never been any good at teleportation magic. But even if I was a genius, teleportation is complicated. Most often, you have to be at the location in order to learn how to make a portal there. Sometimes, a skilled enough master can teach you how to create a portal to somewhere they know, even if you do not. I wasn't able to master the spell before we left the Empire. We didn't think that would matter, given how many other master mages came with us. Who could have expected all the others would be lost? Well, why don't you tell me about your research? Nobody else thinks it'll work. To be honest, I'm scared to get my hopes up myself. But if it does work, think of the possibilities, the reinforcements, the supplies. People can see their families again. I have a theory. Every living being holds within themselves a memory of where they were born. If I can tap into that information, perhaps I can combine that with more traditional teleportation to teleport people home. I just haven't had the right hook into proper teleportation magic until these crabs appeared. Tell me more about these crabs. Strange, isn't it? What could be causing this sudden arcane energy? It only started recently. Something in the water, perhaps. Something these particular crabs are particularly sensitive to? But why now? Magic works in mysterious ways. Well, I have a theory. Let me tell you about the city of magic that crashed into the land just up above. What? So that's what that quake was? A massive arcane-infused city crashing into the island above? Yes, if some magic residue got into the water then trickled down here from above, that could certainly be what's affecting the crabs. Fascinating.
Stay alert.
What? Who sent you? It doesn't matter, though. Listen, I'm so close to a breakthrough, I can taste
Always
it.
Be prepared. You carry your torch, you light the city.
I've almost got it. I'm making a new kind of teleportation spell to get us back home to the Empire. These crabs might just be the key. They're practically radiating arcane teleportation magic. I need more samples to study. Take this focus. It will let you see traces of the arcane. There aren't many other arcane sources around here, so any you see should lead you straight to the affected crabs.
When the star shifts,
If my theory works, we can go home. We can get supplies and reinforcements. Tef can see his wife again. Do you think my cat remembers me? Oh, I hope someone's been taking care of your kitty all this time. Alright, so we need to go find some arcane suffused items, which appear to be over this way somewhere. Ah yes, on the far side of Mereldar. I As you can see, the crystal has gone dark. It goes through phases of darkness ever since Azeroth was stabbed by the giant sword from Sargeras. Apparently that triggers a weird fluctuation in Hallowfall, so it's dark now for the time being, but lightness will return. Now we found the strange crabs, and if we kill them, we can take their arcane suffused organs, and hopefully that'll help the mage with his research. You can see they're literally leaving trails of arcane energy. These crabs got really infused with the powers of Tallara when it crashed down here. Guess that excess arcane energy had to run off somewhere if it was no longer keeping the city afloat and barriered. And it just made for magical crabs. Okay, we need one more. Perfect. 5 arcane suffused organs at the ready. Let's take these back to our mage friend. Take a look back at that crystal. Wow. That is literally a breathtaking sight. Here's the last old gal's flowers. Are you sure this will work, Wenren? It's all she had left of home. Thanks, Tef. I know. I'm sorry. Tell her I'm sorry. I will make this work. What's this about?
Bellador shift in your favor.
Have you found the crabs? Yes, these are perfect. This is it. The energy crackling from these crabs is charged with teleportation magic. I just need to extract it and adjust the formula. I can do this, my new friend. I just need another hand. Help me test this?
Beware of the shadows.
Let's get started. Please connect the nodes on the spell work, my new assistant, while I sequence the energy flow. Okay. I guess I have to take this node over to this node. Every living being holds a deep memory of where they were born. I've worked for years to tap into that information. Now I can use the energy from these crabs to catalyst a combination of teleportation spells. We'll test this theory on plants. There, a portal. This should take us to the place the plant sprouted. I marked the location when I first gathered it, so we just have to see. Alright, well, let's go through the portal, I guess. See where we end up. Is this the right spot? I don't know. Is it safe? You alive through there? Oh, I hope I didn't kill you. Give me a sign. I mean, you didn't kill me directly, but that Shade Grumble Bear was trying to kill me. Alright, it's safe now. This is it, yes! This is where I plucked that flower we just tested on. It worked, it actually took us to the flower's home. We have to confirm. I have another plant here, let's do it again. Why do you keep sending me right into enemy territory? There's lots of scary monsters around. Giant wasps. Alright, I took care of them. Ah! I can't believe it! I've done it! I've actually done it! I can take my people home! Do you think Larky is still around back home? That's my cat. Meet me back at my lab, Tallara. Together we'll complete the true spell to get us all home to the Empire. Wait, sorry, did I just cast teleport instead of portal? Wish you could have teleported me back there as well, but alright. Luckily for you, I am a Drakthir, so I can just fly back to your house. Alright, those experiments looked promising. He was able to teleport. Now the issue is, teleporting in and around Hallowfall may be in order less difficult than actually teleporting out of here. I'm not a mage or anything, but just using common sense. Anyway, we won't say anything yet and burst this guy's bubble. Oh my god! Wenren! He's been killed! Wenren's lifeless eyes stare up at you. No! What? Someone doesn't want us to leave Hallowfall. But they killed this poor guy to do it? Just after he got excited about seeing his cat again. Someone didn't want Wenren to finish his spell. Find out who. The silence in the room is suffocating. Warm blood pools underneath the body. Wenren hasn't been dead long. A knife handle sticks out near Wenren's abdomen. The hilt bears a symbol etched into the wood and painted in black and purple. It's a symbol reminiscent of the Order of Night. Classic. Classic. Of course it was the Order of Night doing this. Oh my goodness. They also burned his research? Books and papers have been piled together and burned. You shuffle some pages around, but none of Wenren's research survived. This is so sad. What about this? Various arcane tools have been smashed along with Wenren's research. You spot a glint within some pieces of glass. The wand Wenren gave you to track the arcane traces from the crabs lays bent but not broken. You carefully consider the clues you have gathered. The pieces fit together to form a simple but dark picture. The Order of Night did not want Wenren to create a portal back to the Empire. No doubt reinforcements and supplies would hinder their mission. So someone stabbed him, burned his research, and smashed his tools. But with this arcane focus in hand, you can see a faint trail of arcane residue. Did some arcane dust get on the perpetrator? Follow the trail and find out. I'm literally so sad that poor Wenren got murdered. He was starting to grow on me. As a cat lover myself, I can only imagine how sad I would be if I was away from my cat for 10 years, so the fact that he thought he was going to see Kitty again, then he got murdered right before he could make his dreams a reality? The Order of the Night sucks, man. And now the Arathi officially have no mages in their group. There's some really big monsters in the fields here, though. Get rid of these guys, which will probably be doing the Arathi a service. Keep following the trail. Looks like it leads right up here. There's another big monster. The gluttonous jaw crawler. Like giant beetles. Maybe they've been infused with arcane energy, too. Looks like we're headed right to this house. No! Teferty Ulrith?
We are the heart of Shadow.
What did you do to Wenren Althal? Tracked me, have you? You won't live to tell the tale. You're the one who's not gonna live here, bud. This is for Wenren and his kitty. The Order of Night will prevail. No clues on his body. Oh man, what a tragedy this has been. Right, we need to go report the incident to General Steelstrike. Before we do, there is loot right here and a Arathi precision drill. Study to increase your Kaz Algar mining knowledge by 3. Don't mind if I do. I gotta go tell General Steelstrike about this immediately. Good to see you again, Tallara. What heroic feats have you performed today? Steelstrike listens to your story with growing concern. No? Dead?
The day of darkness.
Oh, Wenren, I'm such a fool. We should have had faith in you. We should have offered you protection worthy of your cause. The Order of Knight's cruelty is beyond words, and how many others hide in our midst. We must be more cautious. Thank you, Tallara, for your help. I'm sorry for this tragedy. I will see to it that Wenren's memory is honored. Gosh, well that was just a sad, sad story. After 10 years of working on his teleportation spell, poor Wenren finally had it figured out. course, the Order of Night had to ruin it all. Well, I'm glad he got to see his dream realized at the end, at least. And there goes the last mage of the Arathi. Alright, our next quest that I need to do here in Hellowfall is actually a delve. If you remember, we did a delve with Bran Bronzebeard back in the previous zone, and at the time someone threatened us. Someone named Zekvir showed up and said, don't investigate any further, don't do any more delves. So what are we going to do? We're going to do more delves, and we're going to see if we can find information on this mysterious Zekvir while we're at it. So the next delve we're going to do is Nightfall Sanctum. We'll do it at tier 3. And head on in. Right away. The Order of Night is using this cavern to perform dark rituals. I'm betting destroying these Darkfire Braziers will put an end to their nefarious plans. Well, after what happened to our poor mage friend, I am extra motivated to take down Order of the Night members. And then we've also got something here. Call for aid. The Order of Night may have a base set up in a location called Nightfall Sanctum. It is imperative that we stop any of their operations as soon as possible. Well, that's what I'm here for. Alright, so we've got to destroy... Oh! Cool! The Order of Night has airships in here. And if you step into those circles, they'll bombard you. I see how it is. Gotta avoid those circles at all costs. I don't know if this Zekvir is at all connected to the Order of the Night, but even if he's not, I'm happy to be here and put a stop to whatever these guys are planning. There's our first brazier, being girded by a weeping shade. Looks like me and Bran are here, working as a team. I'll take this guy down. Easy peasy. Alright, here's our first brazier. Destroyed. Alright. There's lots of shades in here. Dodge. Thanks, Bran. Good call out. It can be hard to see their AoE attacks on the ground because they're dark, so they don't necessarily show up nice and bright. So having Bran's callouts is actually very helpful. Man, these shades meant business. 2 elite enemies right here. Alright, they are down, and then I do see treasure right over here that we can grab really quick.
Let's have a quick sit down to recover.
Right, and then I see actually more treasure. Right over here. Man, this is quite the operation they have in here. Look at that giant airship. The Order of Night have resources. They're not just some poorly funded terrorist group. They've got power and influence.
I need to target something. I must get closer.
Right. One more Nightfall Initiate stands between us and that brazier. Luckily, she didn't stand for very long. Alright. Down it goes. Let's keep moving. So that's 4 out of 11 destroyed. Making good time. Looks like they're like conducting rituals around them. So yeah, Bran is probably right. It is probably a good idea to take these things down. While we don't exactly know their purpose for sure, we can only assume it's something evil.
getting up there rough. Take a wee rest.
Thanks, Brad. My HP will regenerate now as we destroy this brazier, but I appreciate you looking out. Alright, on to the next. I'll tell you, these delves are fairly challenging. I mean, we're only on tier 3. These go all the way up to tier 10, I think. So I can only imagine how challenging they are when you sort of take them on max level. Now, obviously, we haven't even beaten the story yet, so we're not even in sort of post-game gear or anything like that. But even still, if you think that these are just sort of easy, quick runs through, they're not. They actually do pose quite a challenge. They're essentially just a single-player dungeon, with all the rewards and difficulty that normally entails. I think they're really fun, personally, so I hope you guys are enjoying the delves as well. Alright, I see treasure over by this tent. Mislaid curiosities, actually. One man's curiosity is another Drakthir's treasure. Go. Officially over halfway done. Crap. Really thought I had avoided the zone, but I didn't. Luckily I avoided the fire though, so no harm, no foul. Didn't get bombarded. Instead, this Nightfall Inquisitor is about to get bombarded by the combined might of me and Bran. Destroy that and keep moving. Take a little break here to restore our HP while I mine that bit of ore. And then away we go. 4 more dark fire braziers to go. And I see one right here in the middle of a presumably very spooky ritual. Didn't realize that guy back there was casting a shadow barrier on these guys. We gotta take him out first. Otherwise these guys just stay alive forever and I take lots of damage and, well, nobody wins. Okay, we've figured out their little games now. Down they go.
I do not have a target.
Man, we are making a big dent on the cult. We're gonna need to have a major recruitment drive after this one. So hopefully they won't have many cultists left by the time we're done. Alright, 3 more braziers and here's a respawn point. The abandoned restoration stone. So God forbid if we do die, we won't have to come all the way from the beginning of the delve. We can just reload right here.
A target.
10. Number 11 is right there next to it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bye-bye, braziers.
Have a quick sit down to recover.
Brian says, someone's not happy we stopped the rituals. Let's show them a thing or two. Yeah, looks like we can get right onto their flagship up there. Hopefully, that will mean... Oh, wait a minute. What do we have here? Look at this scroll. Scribbled notes. You find a scroll that has drawings similar to the Nerubian Zekvir. You read the notes left by the cultist. I hear whispers in the dark, the name Zekvir, the promise of power. He wants to silence something, though I do not understand what from the whispers. This creature offers immense power for any who would aid him, enough that I could bring about Renalash. The last part of the scroll is hastily scribbled. Zekvir, 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 Zekvir. The line is punctuated with a blood splatter. Copy the note on Zekvir empowering your foes. Alright, so we found a clue about this mysterious Zekvir in here after all. So that is fantastic. Now, we'll get rid of these cultists, including their leader, who is presumably on the big ship behind us. This will really be a successful day. Who do we have here? Speaker Halvin. Alright, you guys ready for this? Renalash beckons. You and the Lamplighters cannot stop it. I don't know what Renalash is, but that's the second time we've heard of it in the last 2 minutes. But I think I can probably infer that it's not something that we want to happen. This boss fight requires a lot of movement. He's got a lot of AoE attacks that you don't want to get caught up in. Gotta keep moving. Come on, guys, we're almost done. As long as you keep moving, his regular attacks actually aren't too bad. It's if you get caught up in his big attacks that presumably he would do the most damage. But we kept moving, and down goes Speaker Halvin. That's enough doomsdaying for today. Let's grab one of the ship's parachutes to get to the treasure. Where is the treasure? Down below, I see. Parachute's gonna take me right there, I hope. Ah, yes, there it is. Can you open that door? Alright, if you say so. Then I believe in you. Alright, we got gold. We've got trunks of treasure, including a cipher key. Elise Starseeker might know what to do with this. We need to bring it to Elise Starseeker in Dornegal. Alright, next time we're up there, we will absolutely do that. For now, let's take a one-way trip out of this place and be happy that we managed to disrupt the plans. Now let's check in with Bran about what we found about Zevkir. So this Zevkir fellow seems to be lurking in the dark of a lot of places we're exploring. He might even be capable of empowering folk. We'll have to go deeper to figure this out. Leave the legwork to me. Zevkir sounds like a real problem, whispering to enemies, offering them power, all to stop us. Keep your ear to the ground for any more information. I'll see you around. Alright, Bran. Thanks for the expedition. It's another successful one under our belts. And now we can return to Rain Dawn Cavalier in Moreldar and let her know that we have cleared out the Order of the Night from Nightfall Sanctum. We should get a reward, I hope. Ah, that's the head armorer.
I support our army with
Welcome to the armory, Tallara. What can we help you with today? I heard word someone put a stop to the Order of Night schemes. Good work. Thank you, thank you. Alright, that apparently got Bran to level 12, which should be good. And now I think we've done all that I want to do here in Mereldar for the time being. So we helped out the last mage as much as we could before his untimely demise. And then we helped put a stop to some Order of the Night cultists and completed a delve with our good friend Bran Bronzebeard. Now that we're done for what needs to be done in Hallowfall at the time being, we're going to head back to the final zone, Azj-Kahet, which is where the main story is. We need to go meet up with the Weaver, who gave us some pheromones that we can use to sneak about, and we've also got lots of other side quests to take care of, as you can see on our map here. So I'll meet you guys down in Azj-Kahet, but thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our brief detour back up in Hallowfall, and I'll see you guys soon for another episode of The War Within.